Welcome back to the BJKU Certified AI Strategist program, where we're answering the most frequently asked questions about this entire AI business strategist business model, career model, whatever you want to call it. Today, I'm going to show you my favorite little AI Venn diagram, if you will, and this looks a lot more like a Mickey Mouse head than a diagram, but it's grown on me. So I'm going to share this with you today because if you want to make some real money and a real income as an AI business strategist, you need to understand that it is the sum of three different things. Number one is a marketer. Now, I've been a marketing guy for about 20 years. Marketers are really good at knowing how customers think. They do what we call in copywriting, join the conversation happening in the client's head. And one of the things that we're able to do really well is improve the messaging and build lead systems and increase conversions. And we can do that by building like opt-ins and sales funnels and email marketing campaigns and advertising and all of that good stuff. But I don't know if you've noticed this in the last couple of years that marketers have kind of become a dime a dozen. And one thing that I noticed in my career is people stopped calling me asking for marketing advice. Not because I was bad at what I do, actually, I'm really good at it, but they would ask ChatGPT or Claude first. So instead of sending me an email to read or a headline or an advertisement or a product launch plan, they would just go to ChatGPT or Claude and say, hey, what do you think of this? And even though it wasn't the perfect answer, they got the answer now. And that's the thing that AI does extremely well, is it gives you answers immediately without any judgment, without reaching out to other people. You can do it privately on your computer and you could be there and get some answers and feedback right away. So no matter what, how skilled you are as a marketer has little to do with how many people are going to use you anymore because they're going to the LLMs first. So number one is marketer, but number two is consultant. Now, I've also been a consultant. Companies have hired me to come and take a look at what they're doing and how it's working and what they can do better and all that good stuff. And a consultant does a really good job at understanding the business that they're talking to. So, I don't say you have to do this, but if you were a plumber and you were a successful plumber and you go talk to other plumbing businesses, you probably have some value, some insights to give them. So you really understand the business, or maybe you've just worked with a whole bunch of them so you kind of know the idea. Same thing with realtors or insurance agents or whatever it is. But a consultant understands how the business works and operates. They also understand and can find what are the real bottlenecks in their products, their services, their delivery, their operations, their HR, whatever it is. And they also help visionaries and business owners clarify their goals so they know. Because listen, if you know what you're after, it's a lot easier to get there. A lot of business owners are so tied up and wrapped up in the trenches doing the day-to-day operations that they can't take a moment to do this 30,000-foot view and work on the business instead of just in the business. A consultant is really valuable in that sense, but once again, they're experiencing the same problems that marketers are experiencing. AI is starting to replace the first step. So instead of hiring a consultant right out of the gate to get some feedback and advice and ideas, as a business owner, I go to ChatGPT or Claude and I get a pretty good answer immediately. And that's where the value is in AI for a lot of these business owners. Instead of hiring a consultant, they think they can save $5 or $10 or $15, $100,000 in some cases, and they do. They get an answer, they get it, and they just run with it. Again, it might not be the perfect answer. It might not be the exact right answer, but they get an answer. And one thing that we have to be aware of is, it's always nice to imagine how life should be and what we feel like it should be like in our business and our consulting firm and our marketing firm. But the best study of life is how it is, not how we wish it was. So number three here is the AI implementers. And this probably could have replaced the tech guy, the one who worked in your company installing Zapier, putting things together, building websites or anything like that. But now we've got the AI implementer, and their job and what they're really good at is choosing the right tools for the problem. Whether it's certain software like ManyChat or 11 Labs or Make.com or N8N or Zapier, whatever it is, they know which tools do the job. And believe it or not, that's really valuable because if you know what the job is and you know what tool is there, there's some value in that. Now, AI implementers also actually build the automation. They get their hands dirty, they click the keyboard, they press the buttons, they make things happen. They can set up CRMs, and they're the ones that install voice bots and chat bots and reputation management and resume readers and all of these things. So they can build workflows and they can build automations for a company. Now, the problem is they're a dime a dozen. You go to Fiverr, you go to Upwork, you can find a million of these guys and gals who are really good at this stuff, but they can't charge very much because they're standing right next to someone who charges $5 or $10 or $100. If you want to start making thousands or tens of thousands or even millions of dollars, and as an AI business strategist, you got to understand that we're in the middle of these three things. We got to be a good marketer, which means that we got to be able to help businesses get more customers and get those customers to turn into clients where they keep coming back again and again and again. So basically, more money. Number two is we got to be a good consultant. And that means we need to be able to understand the businesses that we're working with. What bottlenecks and challenges do they experience on a day-to-day basis? And we need to have the ability to look at it with a 30,000-foot view and see the entire battlefield to see which way should we go, this way, that way. A consultant should help them, or at least a strategist should help a business with what business they are today and what business they're becoming tomorrow with this AI transition. Number three, finally, is an AI strategist also knows what the right tools are. They may or may not build the automations themselves, but they know how to do it. They may or may not be the ones who set up CRM systems themselves, but they know how to do it. And same thing with the bots and workflow. So listen, if you're really thinking about doing this with us here at BJKU University and becoming a certified AI strategist program, you can do that, or if you want to go do this on your own. But the thing I want you to understand is you need to be a combination of these three things. So I hope my little Venn diagram, aka Mickey Mouse head, is valuable for you here today. And if you want to stop and screenshot this or whatever, be my guest. But today, I hope this made sense, and I hope this answered the question of what is an AI business strategist really, and how can I really make money at this?